Hello everyone, how are you? This is Ujwala and welcome to our channel Sense. Today the video is about UGC and CBSE NET where the forensic science is a major subject. Here I have included question 1 to 5. This is quiz number 1. It is taken from 2012 paper from December and it is paper 3 where the forensic science with code 82 is being included. Let us start our first question. Copy prepared by superimposing the document is called what? So the options are traced forgery, simulated forgery, freehand forgery, or asymmetrical forgery. What will be the answer? Guess. Let us see each and every options in detail. First, traced forgery. What is it actually? Here, one of the method which is discussed in this case is trace forgery, which means reproducing the exact copy of the genuine signature. See properly. They are telling that the exact copy by reproducing. Trace forgery is executed by using carbon paper, indentated trace, tracing paper, transmitted light, or scanned image. If we are using carbon paper over here, which means we need to superimpose something. Remember this. Here you can see the first image shows the model signature and the second shows the trace forgery. Here it was created by placing a carbon paper on the model signature. So here the carbon paper placed on the signature and created the new, that is traced forgery. Let us see the second option, what it is about. It is simulated forgery. A simulated writing is one in which the attempt is made to copy or imitate the writing of another as is done in ordinary signature forgery. A number of methods are available for a forger to use in the construction of a signature that may appear to the layperson as genuine. Here in the figure you can see A is the genuine one and B is a simulated forgery. Here, the forger tried to make a copy of the similar writing. Now, let us see our third option, that was freehand forgery. Here, actually the name freehand forgery is there, but there is no term like freehand forgery, which is present in the option. But we'll discuss about the freehand forgery. In this type of forgery, the forger selects a model, signature, or writing and he tries to copy the design of letters and other broad features depending upon his own skill, practice, and competency. So you can see in the picture that here there is no copy or nothing superimposed, but only writing by their free hand, by their own skin. So I don't think it is also a superimposed one. What about our third? Then after our fourth option. Actually, there is no such specific forgery reported yet. So there is no need to discuss this at all. So now, what will be your answer? Correct. Copy prepared by superimposing the document is called trace forgery. Great. Let us see our second question. The term expert evidence is defined in section which? So the question will be asked in 4 variety of option. Section 45 Indian Evidence Act, Section 131 Indian Evidence Act, Section 45 of Criminal Procedure Code, or 131 Criminal Procedure Code. Let us see each one in detail. What about first option? 45 Indian Evidence Act. Here it is the section 45 in the Indian Evidence Act of 1872. This is opinions of expert. So I think it is clearly defined that what it is exactly. Remember, it is opinion of expert. What was our answer and what was our question? Here, when the court has to form an opinion upon a point of foreign law or of science or art, or as to identify of handwriting for finger impressions, the opinions upon that point of persons specially skilled in such a foreign law, science or art, or in questions as to identity of handwriting or finger impression are relevant facts. So it is somewhat clear that they are about the expert's advice. Let us see our second option. That is 131 Indian Evidence Act. It is about the section where production of documents or electronic records which another person having possession could refuse to produce. So I don't think it is the correct option for our question. Third is 45 Criminal Procedure Code. This section is about for the protection of members of the armed force from arrest. So this is also something which is differ from our asked question. And what about the third one? It is 131 Criminal Procedure Code, which is about power of certain armed force officers to disperse assembly. So it is now very clear what is our answer. Correct. It is 45 Indian Evidence Act, that is expert evidence or opinion of expert. Now about the third question. It is about the instrumental part, that is gas chromatography. The gas chromatography was developed by whom? The options are G.D. Kohler and K. Thread, Henry and Pascal, Piobert and Pascal, or Ledouce and K. Thread. What will be the answer? Let us check each option. The first, we need to see what is the gas chromatography. Let us brush up our knowledge. This is the modern overview of the gas chromatography. The first shows the carrier gas container from where the gas will be flow. In between the oven condition in regulated temperature, through column the gas and the sample injected from the upper side will be passed. Then after it will be detected in detector, and then the computer will show the output. Okay, we'll discuss this in detail in our next videos. Now just focus on our first option, that was G.D. Kohler and K. Thread. The explanation is such that gas chromatography (GC) was intended by G.D. Kohler and K. Thread in 1943, and the instrumental introduction by James and Martin in 1950. So it is very clear that it was invented by whom? Stay tuned, we just see our second option. That was Henry and Pascal. Here the Pascal laid the foundation for the modern theory of probabilities, formulated what came to be known as Pascal's principle of pressure. The third is Piobert and Pascal. Here also the Piobert-Lueder and Pordwin-Lee chandelier phenomena can be observed for a simple shear stress state at room temperature. So I don't think it is the clear gas chromatography. And the fourth, fortunately the K. Thread is only involved with the development of gas chromatography, but with G.D. Kohler, not with Ledouce. So now it is very clear what will be our answer. Correct. It is G.D. Kohler and K. Thread. Good. Now fourth. The question is Optical components in UV spectrometer are made up of what? Whether it is from glass, quartz, sodium halide bromide, or plastic. Yes, we need to think over it, but first we just check what the UV spectroscopy was exact. Let us brush up our knowledge again. Here you can see the whole pathway of UV spectroscopy, where the first source will produce the UV radiation, which will pass from the entrance sheet, cross from the dispersive device that may be prism, then exit slit, and at the end, passing through the sample, it will be detected. Here the monochromator in between, you can see they include basically the slit and the prism or the other dispersive device. Now let us check about the answer. Here the basic explanation gives that the crystal clear amorphous silicon dioxide material contains only silicon and oxygen and has near zero impurities. Only such unique quartz glass grades offer an excellent transmission for UV light that is greater than 80% already at wavelength as low as 185 nanometer. So you need to focus your eyes towards this word that only such unique quartz glass can provide the excellent transmission. So now what will be the answer? Obviously quartz. That is correct. Now about the fifth question. Considering mode of administration, poison acts more rapidly, but when? So here 4 options are there. First is inhaled in a gaseous state, injected intramuscularly, injected subcutaneously, or else applied to skin. We need to think. Let us check one by one. For the first, inhalation. This route is used for gaseous drug or those that can be dispersed in an aerosol and is produced an effect almost as fast as with IV, that is intravenous. It provides rapid delivery across the mucous membrane of the respiratory tract. So it is clear that it is very rapid and fast in action because it is going through our nose to the lungs, which are very near by our blood capillaries and veins. So it might be the answer, but first we need to check the second one. Here the second, injection through intramuscular, produces a faster effect than oral administration. However, the rate of adsorption depends greatly on the site of injection and on local blood flow. So it is fast, but we need to think that it depends on the location as it is injected into the muscular area. In the figure you can directly see how inside it is. Now about the third one, that is injection to the subcutaneous area. The absorption of subcutaneous injection is slower than that of IV route and it needs absorption similar to intramuscular injection. So here it is very clear that it is little slower than IV. So there is no option of to be your answer. Here you can see that the subcutaneous is just beneath our upper skin. Now about the third, then the fourth, that is drug administration through the skin. It can achieve systemic effect, but rate of absorption can vary markedly depending on the physical characteristic of the skin at application. So here also it is very slow as compared to the other three, because here we are applying on the skin and skin cannot absorb that much faster as compared to the other three. So now what will be the answer? Correct, inhaled in a gaseous state will be the right answer. Thank you very much for watching. Keep supporting and give me your support. Subscribe our channel and click the bell icon. Thank you.